Hey guys, well, third time's a charm here with Paul Reed Smith. The videos you've seen so far with this journey to getting this guitar. The first one was the Tobacco Burst, which I really liked and wanted. It was the least expensive, $749, but I just couldn't get the strings adjusted out right, so just the neck just wasn't really the way it needed to be for me. Then I got what's in this bag, the same thing, about a week ago. They decided to go ahead, and because the Tobacco Burst, they didn't have any left in stock and they weren't going to make any more. They had one that was sitting at a Guitar Center, I think in Washington, and it had been sitting out on the wall, so everybody has got a chance to play it and scratch it up real good. I want a brand new one that's never been touched. So I decided to go ahead and move on up to the next $200 mark with Musician's Friend and get the Flame maple top. It's called a Charcoal Cherry Burst. Beautiful guitar. Of course, the one you guys saw before this one, you see my disgust with it, because at the beginning it was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how beautiful this guitar is. And I turned around and had a damn crack in the back of the guitar. The lacquer had a crack in it. I don't think the wood, but it was the lacquer. So I got this one in the mail, and I have already unboxed it. You guys have seen me unbox a couple of these already. No sense in that again. So we'll pull this out, and I've already got the tags and everything on. I've actually played this for about a week so far, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Put the trim bar in it real quick and give you guys a look, because you guys all saw the other one that was cracked on the back. This is the new one, PRS Custom SE 24-08. Oh man, I tell you, that's just wild. I mean, it's just beautiful. I don't know very much really at all about how this is made. I really haven't done much research on it. From what I understand, it's the cut, how they cut the wood, that makes that flaming deal. And I don't know how they do the charcoal pattern. I saw a YouTube video, and I'll try to remember to put that in the description here, how they spray the cherry on here, the cherry paint. So anyway, here's the back. You can see the wood grain really well. When you have a flaming maple top, from what I understand, or all the ones I've seen, you see this seam. That's where they put that together. I don't know if you can see on the back of this. I've seen a couple of videos too where they've taken this whole thing apart to see how this mahogany neck, how it goes through a certain point. And I'm assuming this is going to be all the same as what videos I've seen, but supposedly it's a very good way of how PRS does this, joint through, instead of it's not just glued on right here. It goes through here, through this cavity here. I know how they piece. It's kind of weird. I don't know if you can see this or not. God, I hope you guys can see this. I can't see it on the camera very good. There's a line here and a line here. It's really hard to see, but I would think that headstock is pieced together, probably three pieces. Maybe the whole neck maybe goes up to here and all the way down, and then they piece together this part. I don't know, but they've done a good job, of course, of staining it and putting their lacquer coat on there. So all the appointments are the same exact that I've shown you guys in the last two videos. You've got your humbucker pickups. You also have these small switches here that you can turn the humbucker off on the bottom and the top, and any combination thereof. There's 8 combinations, basically. That's why they call it a 2408, 24 frets instead of your normal 22, and 8 combinations there. So just your regular volume knob, tone knob, tremolo. I wanted a humbucker with tremolo, and then this was just an added plus that made me salivate, being able to turn those humbuckers off and make them single coil. So custom, from what I understand from the Gear Advisor, is basically it's just a little bit nicer wood. If you get the quilted top, it's another probably 150 or so higher than that, but they didn't have a color I wanted in the quilted top, and I may get a quilted top on this later. It just depends. But this is just a great sounding guitar. I mean, I'm telling you, it's amazing. Just even well, we'll just see how it resonates, because it's fairly lightweight. I hadn't put the I haven't put it on a measuring weight scale or anything, but it's probably roughly about 6 pounds, 6.5 pounds probably. Yeah, no rattles or buzzes. It's the first thing I really try to check when I get a new guitar in, without the amplifier. The string height seems like it's set right, pretty close where a lot better than 0.14, like I've mentioned in my previous videos. It's between a 0.11 and a 0.12. 0.10, probably 0.09 would be ideal in my opinion. I don't think I have a guitar that's that low anymore. They'll tend to get a little rattle or a buzz, fret buzz, if you do that. The neck does not need to be adjusted. If it did need to be adjusted, there's a truss rod underneath this cover. The neck is absolutely perfect. String height is fine, and it's already set up. So I don't need to really adjust here for the intonation. I could, and I can already tell now, this little E string, it's down pretty low. Matter of fact, I didn't really check that E string. It might be a hair lower than the big E string, but I can adjust these down. These are way up. So I know there's adjustments that I can do here that make to where I can lower that string if I wanted to. Right now, like I said, I've played it for about a week now, and it's just absolutely wonderful. For the price point, $950, rosewood fingerboard, just everything you can think of, really, and it even comes with a gig bag. So I can't think of anything they could really do much better, in my humble opinion anyway. Let's get something here. Where's my, okay, let me get my transmitter going here. I mean, everything's tight, everything looks good. Definitely sounds good. I'll be playing through my Boss Katana 100, and I've got it set at 50% power. Okay, and just kind of give you guys an idea of what this sounds like. I'm not going into huge detail or anything, but I'm telling you what, if you guys haven't tried a PRS, you need to probably try them. Tremolo effect. Let me take this right hand thumb brace off. I don't play with it a lot when I'm playing guitar. If I'm finger picking, I will, but sometimes I like to mute the strings. You know, like. So again, just really impressed. I don't have the master volume up very loud. I apologize ahead of time about my sound. I'm trying to work on different sound microphones and stuff, and I'll turn this master volume up. That might be too loud. Let's just set it 50% power too, guys. Really all maybe a little bit of a bright sound. Doesn't bother me none. I haven't adjusted anything on the amp here except for this is just a clean tone. Comes from the factory. So really nice, clean tones. Again, with your trim bar, you get a little tremolo going. And I like the way this trim bar is set I like the height of it. My Fender Stratocaster, it sticks up pretty high. This one's actually higher than the other one. I could probably bend this down just a hair more, and I might. And it's already got the loosey-goosey, which does not bother me in the slightest, but I could put a spring in here, or I can actually wrap this with a little bit of Teflon tape or whatever, and it'll stay right there if I want to. But sometimes I like it out of the way and just grab a hold of it that way. Okay, it's set. This is what I would consider a floating bridge, so it goes forwards and backwards both. And I don't know if I'm using the right terminology on that, but I know it's not stationary, and it's not fixed to where you can only bend down. You can also bend up, but a full step actually. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of cool, you know. I mean, if you want to grab a hold of that, keep hold of that trim bar, and just have a little bit of a tremolo effect is all. Like it. Pretty cool. So I'm going to turn these humbuckers off. That's with them on. I'm going to flip both these switches up. Now, right now I'm playing in the middle, so both of them are on, but both pickups are on. But now I've just turned a coil off on each one of these. You hear the difference there? Those are on, and these are off. So definitely, that is a cool feature. Like I said, you can even turn one of them off and both of them on. Just depends on what position you're up here. The neck pickup, I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, that, come on, Jazz, let's go, right? Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. With this off, this whole thing on, and one of these pickups off, you can almost get that twangy. I mean, really not almost. You get a twangy Fender Telecaster sound, in my opinion. Little country twang. So again, just awesome sounds out of this guitar. I'm going to put this up on the next level from clean to what's called pushed, and give you guys a little distorted sound. That's the switch all the way down, so it's just using this humbucker here. Turn that off. So that is just a real brief kind of review, my first impressions of this guitar. I absolutely love it so far. I dare to say my Fender Strat is my absolute top favorite guitar of all times, but this is way up there with that. I've got can't remember how many guitars now, 7 or 8 is what I've got now thus far. So man, check it out. Glad you guys stopped by. If you have any questions or you want to make a comment, make them as nice as possible. You all know that's watching my channel for a long time. I don't know a whole lot about this stuff. I'm just kind of learning as I go along, and just kind of showing off things that I think are cool. And yeah, I appreciate you all stopping by. You all have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one.